Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to bring you the deck profile of Hancock of OP11. The reason I'm going to show you the deck profile today of the recording of this day today on Friday, June 6th is because I saw a video of Eggman doing his tier list about OP11, which is his opinion. But what I noticed is he didn't show the Hancock on the tier list, and I find Hancock actually pretty decent this format, especially on the second going curve with the strong powerful removals you want to play out, and even if it's on the perfect curve, so many matchups has a tough time to keep it up. And that's why I thought I'm going to show you guys what you guys think about it. And this is a playtesting, and I love this deck. It's still a fun deck, and I think I should play this deck more. But yeah, without further ado, let's start with the deck profile. So first off, it is a blue-colored leader with a base of 5000 attack power with 5 lives, with the following attack: that in your turn, once per turn, when a character gets removed by one of your own abilities and you have 5 or less cards in your hand, you get to draw 1 card. So as you can see, it is actually a really controlled blue deck, which I really love to play. Now, to the actual deck, and we start off with the 4 Sengokus. Just your basic searcher of looking at your top 5 to add a border type card to your hand, and then put the rest in order in the bottom of your deck. 4 Doflamingo blockers. There are some builds that play just 3 or 2 or none at all, but I think it is a card you need at the second turn. Depends if it is your third, but you want to go second, so fourth is of course the best, just to play this out and then protect yourself if you don't see your law, which will come eventually. And then 3 Hancock vanilla blockers with a trigger but that they play herself for free. In this format it can go very aggro with the smaller decks like Zuro or Bella Betty, and very tough against blue-purple Luffy. If they're at the moment they're the big bodies enough, you need to protect yourself. So that's why I play this for protection. And then the 4 loss I was speaking about. Eventually, if you were going second, you have the 4th turn, and you've played your Sengoku. You can just play the law, bounce the Sengoku back to your hand, and eventually something else for your opponent if it is necessary. So, and with these are my ordered package of the 1K counters. Now let's move on to the other one. So 2 puddings. Pudding is just the cards like at the right moment when the opponent's hand is too big, if you know what they have to the hand and they can get too many value out of it if you keep them like that. So you can just play this to remove their hand, even though if they're like 3 or 4, but if you know the next turn they have that it's gonna mess you up, just play this card out. And then for Josus, just your perfect mid-game card bouncer, and it removes a 6-drop or less also for your opponent's side, so which is really good. And then next turn a 7K swing, which is fantastic. And now for the 2Ks. We have 4 buggies. I think 4 is really necessary in Boa. If you don't have see the Sengoku or the Dofi of something to stack your deck, then you always have a buggy to do it for you. The 2 crocodiles and 2 Mihawks. The reason I play this ratio, to get some time moment that this croc can remove a drop to a lower blocker from the opponent's side if you know you have lethal. But I think I want to cut this card in general for to play 4 Mihawks, because Mihawks with 1 Don on there at least draw 2 and then discard 2 to help me find cards quicker. 2 Kayas. People play this card at 4, but I played it 2 because I needed to cut it for something else, which I really enjoy loving. But yeah, Kaya is also one of your backup characters. Like if you have too many dead cards in your hand, you can play this out, draw 2, and then discard 2 of your death cards to have more value out of it. And then 2 Sabos. Just an amazing protector for your blue characters that cost 7 or less. Like if they try to remove it, audit the Sabo, you can bounce this card back to your hand. And it is a 4/5 beta, so it's decent. It can hit most of the leaders except for 2 out of my head. Then there's automatically 6 out of our own, and 1 will become 6 every time. So yeah. And now that I look at the ratios, maybe I can cut down the 2 crocodiles to put in the 3rd Mihawk and the 3rd Kaya maybe, because I think just 2 Sabo for protection is enough. And now to my non-counters. 3 generic law blockers. So in the total I play 10 blockers in my deck, because I'm a very controlled blue deck. I want to protect my field and my life as long and best as possible. Just because imagine going second with 2 turn third, play out the Sengoku, then play this next to it. Then you have already guaranteed 1 protection against your life. Unless you play as black deck and they drop the Brook or something. 2 Boa Hancocks, just an amazing card. It will stall out 1 attack on the opponent's side, except if the character is Monkey D. Luffy, and also bottoms a 1 drop or less from your opponent's side to the bottom of their deck. So which is also really good, because many of the 1 drops can become very annoying in the late game. And just being an 8k beater is fantastic. So even it doesn't matter which leader you fight, it's going to cost them at least 2 cards out of the hand to counter. And then I play 3 Doflamingo, the 7 drop that bounces back a 7 or less back to the hand. Many people will play 2-2 or 2-1 with the Kyros, but I've stopped enjoying Kyros because this is much better. Even though Kyros is a 9k beater, for a 7 drop, this Doflamingo bounces back a 7 drop to the hand, so which gets more value out of it in my opinion. 1 Dracul Mihawk, just a 1 tag card to bottom deck a 7 drop or less to the bottom of the deck. So for example, if I play against Queen Pepper Luffy and they make Dosanji pudding a 7 drop because of the Going Merry stage, I can still bottom with this card to the deck. And then last was pretty standard, the 3 10 drop Kaidos that bounces back an 8 and a 2 drop cost to the owner's hand. So this one can example remove the 7 drop kit back to the hand, and then bounce back example using Goku back to your hand, which is really good. So this is a 1-for-1 for you, so you're not gonna make any plus or minus to yourself. It's just, you just exchange these cards in the field, but the opponent will go minus on the field, which will have a big problem the next turn because of the 12k swing. So. And now for the 0 events, I play just 1 Rain. I think 1 is enough to almost overkill in this deck. 2 Red Rocks. Many will say play at least 3 at Boa, but I think 2 is now is fine at Boa because you play many other great removals in the deck, and just too many of this in hand is just not good to have. And 2 Crafty Blades. I was thinking about cutting this card to 1, but you're still gonna need at least 2 of this card. A maximum 2 to deal now with the smaller body decks like Belabetti and Suru and stuff. And also it's really good against Green Yellow Law. It's also really good against because most of his cards are always going to be 5 or less. So this is a very deadly card against the deck. And that was my Boa Hancock deck. So if you notice, there are not any OP11 cards in it. I know there's 1 event. I believe I have this in the 3 drop, that bottoms a 4 drop or less to the bottoms upon the side. And the trigger, I believe it bottoms some 1 drop, I believe. Yeah, it's a 1 drop. Maybe I can try it out, but for now, I think the deck is fine. It doesn't need any new cards in this deck. Not even the Secret Luffy is good in it, or the Nami blocker to draw 2, then the stack the other one. Maybe I can try that, but I think the Doflamingo blocker is just much better in this position. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Click on the subscribe button for more videos like this or for the Versus series. And as always, be awesome, stay awesome, and until next time. Ciao.